Hello students, I'm glad to see you again. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. So let's start. Look at the screen. Why are trees important? Where is the crown? What role does it play? And how do we call the central part of a tree? By the end of the lesson, you will answer all these questions, because the topic of our lesson today is tree parts and functions. In this lesson, we will learn new words related to the topic, read for specific information, label a diagram. Don't forget to take your notebook, a pen or a pencil to make notes. Just before we start learning the new theme, let's revise the material of the previous lesson. Here you should mark the statements A for Ағылшын Nature Reserve or B for Loch Lomond. I will give you some time for doing this task. Now students, check your answers. Number 1. The rare golden eagle lives there. A or B? What do you think? Let's check it together. B, you are right. Number 2. It is famous for the amazing species of birds that go there. A, great. And number 3. Red-necked wallabies have lived in this place since the 1940s. Check your answer. B. Well done. Now students, pay attention to our new vocabulary. I will read and you please listen and repeat. Carbon dioxide, the gas formed when carbon is burned or when people or animals breathe out. Nutrient, any substance that plants or animals need in order to live and grow. Sunlight, the light that comes from the sun. Distinctive, something that is distinctive, is easy to recognize because it is different from other things. To absorb, to take something in, especially gradually. To spread, to cover, reach, or have an effect on a wider or increasing area. To turn into, to change or develop from one thing to another. Why are trees important? Trees absorb carbon dioxide and emit oxygen. Trees are home to many birds and other animals. Trees provide nutrients and drainage for the soil and stop floods from washing it away. Now students, you will watch a video related to our new topic.
Tree parts and functions. Trees keep our air clean by turning carbon dioxide into oxygen. Every part of a tree plays a specific role. The roots spread deep underground and keep the tree standing upright. They're covered in very small hairs that suck up water and minerals from the ground. The trunk is the central part of the tree. It takes water and minerals from the roots to the branches, twigs, and finally the leaves. The crown is the top part of a tree, and it is made up of leaves and branches. It shades the roots from the sun and stops them from drying out. It also gathers energy from the sun and releases extra water into the environment to cool down the tree. The leaves are the most important part of the tree. They are full of chlorophyll, a special substance that absorbs sunlight. It allows the tree to turn water and carbon dioxide into glucose, which the tree uses as food. Chlorophyll is what gives leaves their distinctive green color. Branches are connected to the trunk and have a lot of shapes and sizes. They can store glucose from the leaves and serve as a pipe for water and nutrients. A small branch is called a twig.
Next, I would like to check how well you have understood the video. Complete the following text with one word. I will give you some time for doing this task. Now, students, let's check your answers. I will read. You please follow my reading and check your answers. Trees keep the air clean by turning carbon dioxide into oxygen. Every tree part plays a specific role. The roots spread underground and keep it standing upright. They suck up water and minerals from the ground. The trunk is the central part of the tree. The crown is the top part and is made up of leaves and branches. It shades the roots from the sun so they won't dry out, and it gathers energy from the sun and releases extra water into the environment to cool down the tree. The leaves are full of chlorophyll that absorbs sunlight. This allows the tree to turn water and carbon dioxide into glucose, which the tree uses as food. Branches are connected to the trunk. A small branch is a twig. Next activity. Label the diagram. Number 1. Crown. You are right. Number 2. Leaves. Great. Number 3. Branches. Perfect. Number 4. Trunk. And number 5. Roots. Well done. Let's continue practicing. Filling leaves, trunk, roots, crown or twigs. Please read the sentence number 1 and fill in. Let's check it together. The crown is the name for the top part of a tree. Number 2. Birds often use small twigs from trees to make their nests. Number 3. The large central part of a tree is called the trunk. Number 4. The leaves of a tree are green because they contain chlorophyll. You are right. And number 5. The roots of a tree take up water from the ground. Brilliant. Let's continue practicing. Filling, gather, distinctive, central or several. What is the phrase number 1? Several roles. You are right. Phrase number 2. Central parts. Number 3. Distinctive green colors. And the last phrase, gather energy. Now, students, use these phrases and make sentences about different parts of a tree. For example, several rows. The crown of a tree plays several rows. Central parts. The central part of a tree is the trunk. Distinctive green colors. Chlorophyll is what gives leaves their distinctive green color. And gather energy. The crown of a tree gathers energy from the sun. Next activity. Fill in, spread, perform, gather, absorb in the correct form. I will give you some time for doing this task. Now let's check your answers. Number 1. Trees have deep roots that spread underground. Great. Number 2. Leaves gather energy for photosynthesis. Number 3. Let's check it together. Chlorophyll is a substance that allows trees to absorb sunlight. Great. And number 4. Each part of the tree performs a particular role. Well done. At last, collect information about the parts of a tree. Prepare a quiz. Suggested answer key. What is the outer part of the trunk called? Bark. What do a tree's rings tell us? The age of the tree. Or, what is sapwood? The pipeline that carries water and nutrients from the roots up to the leaves. This task was the last task for today. Now, students, check your progress. Try to say or write what you can do. For example, I can name the parts of a tree. I know how to read for specific information. Or, I understand how to prepare a quiz. That's all for today. See you next lesson. I hope you have understood well all the material we have learned.